Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. This is Tammy. I am here and I am coming on to just talk to y'all a little bit about how I use my intuition um, to achieve so many things and how I allow it to guide me. Because what intuition is, it is that still small voice, and really most people refer to it as God. So hold on, let me find some royalty free background music because yeah. Okay, that's a nice peaceful jazz. Okay. All right. So, um, I want to talk a little bit about that because what I've learned is that intuition, it's no need to put that in a box. Intuition is something that you should carry with you and you should use it all the time. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna tell you how sometimes that works for you and how it can work for you. So I started thinking about some things and I started getting some downloads about some stuff I wanted to do, some things I want to create. And so my intuition said to me to go and do a search for this thing on TikTok. So I went on TikTok and I did a search for it, and then it said come back and do a search on YouTube because those are the places that I've been searching for these things. And so I got that and I started going and doing the things and I found the stuff that I was looking for. I found some sites that I needed and some things. But what happens is a lot of times we ignore those little small nudges because they usually are small nudges. A lot of times they're not big nudges. So they're not, to me, you're not going to have a flashing neon light with the answer. It might be just a small nudge, turn here, go here, look at that, see that, visualize this, speak this. So these are things, little intuitive nudges that we receive every day. And so what I like to do is to help people, guide people, and help people to know how to connect to their bodies so that they can receive the messages. Because sometimes it doesn't come just by somebody speaking it to you or you seeing it on the TV or on YouTube or on, anywhere. It doesn't come from that way. Sometimes it comes from your own body. So if you are feeling something in your body, it pays to pay attention to the ways that you are feeling in your bodies. So many times when I feel fear, a lot of times I'll feel it in my stomach, which is our solar plexus area. And so what that means to me is that I'm going to work on building up my solar plexus so that I can stop feeling that way. And sometimes it happens a lot for so many of us that we get these hits and we just throw them off. And then when you look later, you should have listened. You should have paid attention. It's really what it is. And so one of the things I was looking into some astrology stuff because I'm not an astrologer. I don't know that much about it. I'm a psychic medium. But I'm learning a little bit about astrology, and I know my big three: Scorpio, Sun, Pisces, Moon, and Leo rising. And then I just learned something today because I was listening to a beautiful astrologer on TikTok, and she was talking about embracing your rising sign, and that should be the front-facing sign for the world, not the one that you were born on, the sun sign. She said you want to embrace the rising sign. So look at the characteristics of the rising sign. And so for me, I went and looked at that. And then I also looked at some numerology because that was something, because all of these things are parts and pieces of you. And so many times they have brainwashed and manipulated us so bad that we don't often know that this is what this is. These are all pieces of you. So I am all of those things, and I have characteristics from each and every one of them, but they're all qualities and characteristics that compose me. So Leo rising is who I am. Scorpio sun, Pisces moon. Number 9 in numerology. So I'm a humanitarian, and rightly so, because I'm sitting right here giving and giving and giving like I always do, and taking care of people all my life. And so when you start looking at that stuff, you'll see that these are things that you are. These are things that you are. And so when I looked at Leo rising, it says independent, which that's me. Strong, that's me. Brave, ambitious, loyal, and protective. All of those things are me. And I never realized that before. And so part of my intuition had me looking at that today. So, okay, look and see, how can you embody? Because what I'm doing is embodying a higher timeline. I'm embodying a timeline where I'm not in the space that I'm in at this point, at this time. So I'm embodying a higher timeline. And so as I begin to embody that higher timeline, I listen to my intuitive hits. I receive the downloads that are coming to me. I feel the things, I know things, I speak things, all of the things. I embrace all of those gifts. And you can do that too. And so in that, I started really, stepping into this space of gratitude. And that's the space that I have decided that I'm staying in. Space of gratitude, just being appreciative of everything, just being appreciative of everything. Okay. I'm getting over fear. So that's what I decided in my life. I decided that I am getting over fear and I'm going to be that bitch. That's what I decided, because that is who I am. I am already that person. Radiant and powerful presence. I'm a natural born leader. I have been all of my life. I've been raising babies all my life, some that was mine, some that was other people's. So I've been independent. I feel like I've been grown up since I was 10 or 11 years old. That's kind of how they did. Anyway, can be dominating, direct and dramatic at times. I have all of that. Love to socialize and have fun. I have all of that. So those are things that I'm embodying, but I'm already those things. I'm just bringing them to the forefront so that they're out there, so that that I'm those things, and it's okay. And so when I started to look into that and I started to creating my life, because I decided that I am not willing to live by the status quo. I'm not willing to do it. I have to be free. Freedom is my highest ideal. Now, one of the things that I love to work with my clients on is establishing what are they in devotion to? What is their highest ideal? So if their highest ideal is healing, if their highest ideal is love, if their highest ideal is like mind freedom, freedom, that's my highest ideal. That's what I have to have in my life. And these things, your ideals, are the things that you have to have in your life. You have to have this thing in your life. And so when you start to really dial into that, when you start to really dial into the fact that this is what you have to have in your life, this is your particular ideal, then oh my god, you kind of sit there with that and um you say, what is the highest ideal in my life? What is it that I have to have in my life? And usually there's 2 or 3 things that you have to have. They're non-negotiables in your life. So what is your highest ideal? For me, freedom is my highest ideal. I have to be free. And not only do I have to be free, but I have to feel free. Intuition is another one of my ideals. So for me, my ideals are freedom, intuition, and healing. I got to have all of those things. And I am a healer, so I do have all of those things. But yeah, so I would invite you to just examine that for yourself and see, where do you fall on that? How are you moving with, trying to discover who you are? So, again, so many things that I can share about that, but I did not plan to be on here for a long, long time. But I also, in embodying that higher timeline, I'm also embodying the goddesses that I connect with. And I'm embodying the angels that I connect with, and a lot of the energies that I connect with. And so when you begin to embody those things, You'll use your intuition in order to feel into the ones that you connect with the most. And then you'll start to do the research and you'll go into it and find out, what are characteristics that they have that you are embodying. And you begin to really step into that space. And that is really what is going to bring you home. That's really what's going to do it for you, because you're going to embody all of that. So again, thank y'all for joining me today. I will be back on again tomorrow for another live. But I'm just super excited and super grateful to be here. So again, let's make sure that you like, share, and you subscribe to this video. And also make sure that you follow me on TikTok at Intuitive Tammy, because I'm over there and I do lives, and I'm doing healings, prayers, and readings. And matter of fact, I'm about to go over there right now and do a live with readings, healings, and prayers with my good sis Tracy Clairvoyant. So we're doing them together. So join us. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and make sure that you watch the next video that's going to pop up for you. Alrighty, and help me, a small creator, me, monetize my channel, because that is what I'm doing at this stage. I've been on here for, I think, about 5 years or so, and now I'm on the monetization journey, because it's time to do that, because I want to be able to bring you more content and not have to worry about being tired and exhausted from going to work those jobs. So again, thank y'all for joining. Bye now.